Stop selling to the UK market and get into the US market. Oh my God. I had to make a video on this, man. I've been hearing so many people talk about like transition away from the UK market, and I wish I was told about the US market, how they're so ready and easy to buy and easy to sell to, as opposed to the UK market. It's hard, it's this, it's that. Man, shut the front door, man. What the flip? You're gonna steer where you steer. If you keep saying it and thinking it and believing it, of course you're gonna stay there. Oh man, why? I understand. Okay, look, maybe. I wouldn't even agree with, there's different belief systems, because look, this is look at what you're doing to your belief system. You're saying, oh, the US belief system, and they're just ready to buy, as opposed to the UK market. I mean, majority of my, when I had my paid coaching program, I had like tons of majority UK students. Of course, I had clients and students all around the world, from the US to the UK to Australia to Pakistan, from India and Malaysia, all sorts. But I don't have this, because look, now wherever you're gonna go, or if God forbid you're getting a UK prospect, you're already thinking this guy's not gonna buy. Look at what you're doing to your mind. Look, sales is psychology, man. And look, your thoughts become your reality. As a man thinketh, so is he. So stop thinking negative, man. You gotta feed yourself positive words and affirmations, and positive messages. Self-talk is everything. And look, if you're going to be coming on a call already in the mind that, it's a UK prospect, I don't think he or she is going to buy. They probably won't. I mean, look, what you need to do is really, let's just flip it, because some people are just going to be like, I only want US companies. And look, there's nothing wrong. If you're from the UK and let's just say you have a 9 to 5, a regular 9 to 5, and you're trying to break into the high ticket space, working in the US market actually works in your favor, because you have your 9 to 5 that you're working in the UK. And then when you come home, because we're like 5, 6, 7, 8 sometimes hours ahead of the US, so you can work late into the night, so it's actually in your favor as well. But look, wherever you are, man, don't have this false belief and negative belief, because look, a negative mind will never yield a positive result. You can't. And so my advice to you is think positive, and really go and research your product and your service that you're selling. Really, get to know, okay, put yourself in the buyer's position. As in, okay, if I was going to be having a sales call regarding this program, what would I be thinking? Like, go through the whole customer journey, as in from when you saw the ad, what got your attention, or what would get your attention on an ad, or if you've booked yourself for a sales call, if you're interested, what sort of information would you want to see about the company, about the product prior to the call? Create it if it's not created in your company, and give it to the client. How many touch points would you need to, would you want to remember and be on, like the call that you're going to be attending, to be on top of your mind? How many touch points are you going to need? How are you going to want the salesperson to be on the call with you? How are you going to want them to be prepared for your question? What questions are you going to have when you get on the call? You want to be able to answer these calls. You like, what kind of objections are people going to have when they see, when they when they jump on the call with you? You want to have all these prepared, so you're preempting the objections. So before the objection even comes up, you've already covered it. Or like, maybe time is going to be an issue. Maybe some of the excuses are going to be like, I don't have the time. I'm going to probably clear it right at the beginning. I'm like, Mr. Client, do you have, or would you say you can put aside an extra 7 to 10 hours a week to building, $1,000 a week in addition to your full-time job? Yeah, it's around about an hour and a half a day, maximum 2, give or take, maybe a couple of hours on the weekend. Would that be doable for you? Yeah, I can do that. Oh, Mr. Client, you can put it, I just want to confirm, you could do around about 10 hours a week. You can commit 10 hours a week to building your own future. Yeah, and you've got the buy-in. So now time is not going to be an issue. So maybe money, maybe you want to clarify the money objection, or also, what do you do for a living, Mr. Client? Oh yeah, I do this. How long have you been doing that? Okay, nice. And how's things financially? Like, how are things financially? What's the goal here? Like, what's the financial goal here? Okay, cool. So, where do you want to get? So this is what I used to love doing. If if you're not comfortable asking like how's things financially, like it's okay on a biz offer. So one thing I used to be, I'm like, okay, look, Mr. Client, what's the goal here? What's the financial goal here? Oh, is it 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month? Oh yeah, I want to make 20,000 a month. Okay, nice, awesome. What are you currently doing? Oh, I work here. Okay, how far are you from that $20,000 a month goal? Oh, I'm nowhere near. Oh yeah, let's talk. Let's put a plan together for you. Oh, I'm like $15,000 off. Okay, cool. So now I know he's making $5,000 a month. Now, if I want to go even more deeper, I ask him, like, look, I'll even figure out how much money he saves every month. So when we get to the end of the call, I know how much money this guy's dealing with. Or like another question I used to ask. Oh, so Mr. Client, if you were to stop working today, I used to love asking this question, and this is how I used to lay it out. So, Mr. Client, if you were to stop working today, how long would you be able to live the current life that you're living until, like, oh my God, your back's up against the wall and there's no more money left? How long would you be able to go without earning the income that you're earning right now if it stopped? Now, from this question, I now find, and look, Mr. Client, and like before I even set up this at the beginning, I'm like, look, we're gonna have a real conversation. I'm here to help you. So I'm coming across as a coach to them. So when I throw this now to them, so how many months would you be able to go? And they tell me like, oh yeah, I can go around about 12 months or 6 months. Okay, I can't even go like 3 months. Now he's given me an indication that, hey, maybe he's giving me an indication that, he hasn't got money for the program. But like, it will give me an insight into his current situation, his current life as well. And I used to always do this as well, not only to find out, if they're qualified for the program, but give them a reality check of their current situation. Like, what the hell? Like, what have you been doing? And and honestly, like when I used to ask this question, it wasn't only to, find out like, if they qualify for the program, because I swear to God, I used to talk to unqualified prospects on the call as well, because I genuinely wanted to help them, because I was broke for majority of my life. I was broke. I only got my breakthrough in 2021, but I was at the online game from 2014. 2013 was when I saw like you could make money online, and I struggled for years. Yeah, I made a few thousand a month, but it wasn't breakthrough money. So look, there's a lot of these things that you can do to really understand. And, a lot of the times where you're not closing, people from the UK is because you're not understanding the prospect. You're not putting yourself in their shoes. Take your bloody socks off and get into their shoes. What is their life like? You know, how are they living? What are they doing? How are they getting by? How are they struggling? And really, really put yourself in a position like, oh my God, like imagine like my expenses, and you know, you can even ask them, like, because I used to set the framework right at the beginning of the call, like, look, this call is for me to get to know you, you to get to know me, answer any questions that you have, and then hopefully see if we can even help you. Is that okay? Okay, awesome. So I'll just hand it over to you, Mr. Client. Why don't you just give me what's your story? So there's so many things, so many ways that you can just get a moment. Like, what's your story? What made you want to reach out to us? What brings you here today? What are you looking for? Look at the way I changed my tone. Like, Jabran, what are you looking for? How can we help you? Oh my God, man. You know, sometimes right at the end of the call when clients used to say to me, look, I've only got this much and I've only got that much. Look, money aside. Let's put money aside. Is this something that you really want to do? Don't worry about the money. I can help you with that. Is this something that you really want to do? Yeah? Okay, cool. How can I help you? How can I help? And they're going to tell you. So it's not you only talking, like, oh, you can do this and you can do that. They're going to tell you, how can I help you? Tell me. I'll help you. I'll help you. And I swear, from there, bam, payment plans. It's all about helping people, man. And like I was saying, like there were tons of calls that I would do, in the week. There would be half of my calls in the day that I'd be doing. And alhamdulillah, I was one of the top closers. I was literally the top closer for multiple offers. And I used to outperform majority of sales teams. And I had a decent closing, rate as well, like around about 35-40%. Why? Because I was sincere. I genuinely wanted to help them. So look, my advice to everybody is like, look, stop prejudging people, man. He's from the UK or he's from Somalia, or he's from Pakistan or whatever. Like, give yourself a break, man. Really put yourself in the customer's position and really look to help people. And, if the objections, really look to preempt the objections. And there's so many things that I talk about. Like there's the apart from the sales call, the work doesn't only happen on the call. It's what you do before the call, how you prepare the client before the call, the prospect before the call, how you get them ready and informed about your product before the call, when they're on the call, how you connect with them, how you give them an insight into the program and everything. And then you don't only look, not everyone's going to one call close. Not everybody's going to one call close. Probably 1 in 10 people, 2 in 10 people. What about the majority, 8 out of 10? What are we doing with all of those? And that's where it's so important what you do after the call. Like 95% of my calls were one call closes. And guess what? More than 90% of my closes paid after the call. So they only had one call with me. They never paid on the call. They paid after the call. And guess what? I was the number one closer in the company. I used to outperform majority of the people. Like, I was number one out of like 40, 50 closers. And I out-earned all the closers. My results were mountains apart from everybody. So what was I doing? Of course, I can't explain it in all this video, but if you haven't subscribed to the Closers University YouTube channel, I'd highly advise you to get on there. There's tons of videos, right before this, and then we're going to be, releasing lots of more live, practical and actionable trainings. So, get subscribed onto the YouTube channel because we're going to be doing exciting things, and I'm going to be transforming this space, and I'm going to be duplicating myself onto you guys so you guys can earn the money that I've earned and out-earn me and outshine me as well. I'll see you on the next one.